Undertale fan games on PS4. Hello. Hello, Cookie. Undertale speedrun PS4.
Cheating. Cheating in speedrunning has come in many forms over the years, whether it be through editing techniques such as splicing, or just straight up modifying the game to make certain tricks easier. However, for those who don't know, there has been recently quite a notable instance of cheating within the scene. Well-known Minecraft content creator and fellow speedrunner Dream. Many people less familiar with speedrunning question how much would this actually benefit him, as he achieved no world record times. The full run of this was live involving Flowey and Toriel, and the movement here is completely the same as usual. Technically, if I was absolutely confident in perfect RNG, you could skip out on killing the first Frogget and save just a few seconds. However, I wanted to treat this run as if I was accidentally using a modification, and kept the route close to what a regular speedrun would do. Once we get to the first grind, you'll notice I will only encounter Whimsins. Compared to Frogget, this is marginally faster, as Whimsin dies in one hit at all levels of violence. Overall, I stay here to encounter and kill 14 Whimsins in a row. Each of these is a 50% chance. After killing 14 Whimsins, I moved to the Triple Rock room. We modified it so the only encounter I would run into in this room would be the Frogget and Whimsin double encounter, the fastest encounter in the room. I run into 3 of them at a 25% chance each, and reach my 20th kill, allowing me to make a beeline straight to Toriel to finish the ruins. The odds of this encounter RNG in a normal speedrun would be just about 1 in 1,048,576. To put this in perspective, the time I got on Ruin Split here was 8:38, which is significantly faster than any Ruin Split in the game's entire 6-year history. The fastest Ruin Split I could find or personally remember seeing was TGH's 9:49 in his former world record for the category. And even in my current standing world record, my Ruins time was a 10:33. Even in the version 1.05 subcategory, which has a significant time advantage in Ruins specifically due to the Japanese text, I could not find a single sub 940 time. The beginning of Snowden has an interesting RNG-based trick exclusive to Genocide that I decided to show off using the mod. This was the only time in which we specifically modified the amount of steps it takes to get an encounter to be consistent for the purposes of doing a skip, just to show this off. After grabbing the Tough Glove from the box and quickly killing off Snowdrake, upon walking into the next room, by getting an encounter on the same frame as the Sands of Papyrus cutscene starting, you can do something very cool. But I mean, what if we just got really lucky? Under normal circumstances, this would have a 1 in 30 chance of happening to a player so long as they walked into the cutscene on a step counter that could produce an encounter. You see, in Undertale, encounters are determined by this equation. Argument 1 and Argument 0 are set depending on the specific calls to the script by the game. Argument 0 in this room is 120, and Argument 1 is set to 30. The round and random functions causes first a random value between 0 and 30 to be selected, and then for it to be rounded to the nearest whole number. You might be asking why Toby didn't just program the game to call an integer instead of going through the trouble of rounding, and that is a very good question. Population factor is determined by the amount of kills you have in an area and begins at 1 and increases per kill. This is how Undertale makes it so that the more kills you have in an area, the longer it takes to find a new monster encounter. So, anyway, doing this glitch allows me to grind for encounters during a cutscene, which is not normally possible under usual circumstances. And yes, this does mean that we are literally just murdering helpless monsters right in front of Papyrus and Sans just to spite them, I guess. After plowing through Snowden and killing all of the dog mini-bosses, who don't count as kills for the purposes of Genocide for some reason, we need to do some grinding right at the very end of the area. During this grind, there are 2 encounters possible. We want to run into Icecap and Jerry together until we reach 11 kills, and then, at 11, we want to start running into 2 triple formations, killing Jerry in the second battle to bring the kill total to 16, finishing off the area. The odds of this entire area happening to a regular runner, including the 1 in 30 cutscene grind glitch, would be around 1 in 640,000. We kill Papyrus and exit the area with 1957 on the splits. Far and away the fastest Genocide Snowden of all time, and it's not even close. For reference, my world record run had a 22:23 Snowden time. Yeah. Waterfall is the least affected area by modified RNG by quite a lot. In fact, it's actually not unreasonable for runners to expect RNG akin to what I get in this run for their own attempts, as only 3 of the encounters are actually randomized at all. For most of the area, we just follow the regular speedrun route, killing Aaron Washua here, killing this guaranteed double mold small here, and grabbing the ballet shoes. We then encounter a single Washua, which is the fastest encounter here with about a 30% chance, but not by much at all. I then run into Shiren, Glad Dummy, and Temmie, and knock them all out immediately. After that, some grinding right here for the Mold Small and Mold Small with no animation budget, and then an Aaron and Washua. And finally, Washua and Mold Big. Finally, we encounter the 2 random encounters for this area, both of which will be Washua and Mold Big. This is a 40% chance, roughly, and is only slightly faster than another 35% encounter in the room, which is Aaron and Washua, so not terrible odds at all here. We finish up the grindy section of the waterfall with RNG that is only a 1 in 20 chance of happening in a regular run, by far the most reasonable part of the entire run for sure. Undyne the Undying goes very smoothly, and even despite a really unfortunate accidental whiff here, I still managed to close out the fight with a quicker kill and not losing any time at all. I just played better, honestly. I then perform one of the only glitches in the Genocide speedrun, the early burnt pan trick. By interacting with this dog food in the same frame as starting the Metaton cutscene, you are able to interact with the fridge housing the instant noodles. Metaton's text then plays on top of the fridge text, causing the game to overflow to the next item choicer in the script, which happens to be the choice to pick up the burnt pan. We say yes to both, and as the cutscene is ending, I eat the instant noodles, allowing me to walk with the text box open through the rest of the room, and wrong warp out of the room, saving just about an extra second. In version 1.001, the version I am playing, and the best version for old patch speedruns, Toby attempted to actually fix this glitch by moving the dog food to a slightly different location in the room. However, this accidentally actually made the glitch significantly easier and with a more consistent to pull off and much easier setup. Oops. None of the encounters here are randomized, so we quickly blast through Hotland while also killing Vulcan, Sundari Plane, the 2 Royal Guards, and Muffet along the way. Now Core is where the true power of our RNG shines through. After killing the first 9 monsters, which are all inside scripted encounters, you have a 13% chance of running into a triple. First, we run into a single encounter to put our kill count on a number where triple encounters would be a viable strategy. And then, after that, we get a staggering 7 triple encounters in a row. For reference, the most I have ever seen under normal circumstances in a full core grind was 5 triples in a run I did a long time ago, which still stands as my best core ever to this day. Upon killing the last triple encounter, we move up into the Warrior's Path area to kill the last 7 enemies, all of whom are scripted encounters, so no RNG here. The odds of this astounding core happening to a player in a regular speedrun is a shocking 1 in 23,257,000, an absolutely outrageous chance. This is almost a tenth of the chance of winning the lottery. After quickly dispatching Metaton Neo, there's actually no more RNG left in the run. Sort of. Sans actually does have a slight RNG in some of his attack patterns, which can save a second or two. But when we created the mod, we intentionally left that out, as the odds of getting a perfect Sans fight, which were found by some of the tool-assisted speedrunners, are beyond comprehension at an absolutely absurd 1 in... Yeah, I'm not even going to attempt to say that number. The point is, we left it out for a reason, and in the end, it would only save a couple of seconds, so it is totally negligible. We did decide to make a cool change for the Sans fight, though, and added a fun, wavy background as a nice way of celebrating everybody's favorite month. After finishing off Sans, we make our way to the end cutscenes of the run, and clock in with a final time of 1 hour, 1 minute, and 22 seconds. This run would crush the current 1.001 world record by 3 minutes, and would also beat the 1.05 record by a minute and a half. Yeah. Keep in mind that this run had several execution errors, and when played at a truly optimal level, could have easily gone under 101. So, in terms of the odds, how did I do? Well, I talked to a friend of mine who is much better at math than I am, and I got a rough answer. After applying an incredibly underestimated sampling bias accountability, the run came out to having a 1 in 875 billion chance of occurring to any speedrunner playing the game right now. That's an absolutely huge number, but keep in mind our original goal. This isn't even an eighth of the RNG that Dream would have had to have gotten during his speedruns. And with less than an eighth of his RNG, this speedrun would absolutely obliterate the category and be completely unbeatable by pretty much all means. So, when someone says that they don't understand how modifying luck is a big deal or cheating, that's what we mean. And just for reference, our raw probability, without any accounting for sampling bias here, was a 1 in 35 quadrillion chance of occurring, which is an absolutely massive number. What was Dream's raw probability, you might ask? Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Remember that this video is for learning and entertainment purposes only, and I do not condone any harassment towards anyone in the video for any reason. Huge shoutouts to I'm an Issue for creating this mod for me, and huge shoutouts to Willie.
Just looking at his like really. you